Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's been a while since I last produced a video, and that's because I've just got back from a week on Dartmoor. I've had one or two other projects on the go as well, still trying to decorate one of the rooms. But we just got back from Dartmoor, stayed at this lovely cottage called Garden Cottage on Venn Farm near Ivy Bridge. Ideal for a couple. As you can see, it's a nice size living area, nice settee there, TV in the corner, little comfy chair in the opposite corner and a table. Lovely view out into the grounds. Off of that you've got this kitchen, full-size kitchen, washing machine, dishwasher, cooker, hob, microwave, coffee machine, even a little table there for two just by the windows. Lovely. Back out of the kitchen on the right hand side as you come out is the bathroom, straight through the lounge into the bedroom. Nice double bed, nice oak beams above, and again at the foot of the bed there is you get the view out of the grounds into the garden. The other side of the wooden fence in the distance there is a lovely lake with some very friendly fish. So if you're ever in Dartmoor, then I'll leave a link below. Please check out Garden Cottage near Ivy Bridge. Well, this is the little footpath that leads through the gate, just the other side of the fence there where you can see the lake. And as soon as you open that gate, the fish must hear you and they come up to the edge here, expecting to be fed. So make sure you got some food with you, and they don't make a racket when they feed. With the last few occasions that we've stayed on Dartmoor, we tried to find the Highland Cow and never did. On this occasion I took a wrong turn and came face to face with this beast. So we made every effort to find a car parking spot and try and grab a few images of the Highland Cow. They're really large but very beautiful animals. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today you've joined me on a trip down to Dartmoor. It's half term, so my wife and I have rented a cottage that we've stayed at once before in Ugborough near Ivy Bridge. It's actually a little converted, or barn conversion I think, on Venn Farm. It's a nice location, just off of Dartmoor, but straight out onto the main road, and you can get pretty much anywhere you want to go straight from the cottage. It's a very nice cottage. I'll have put up one or two images and maybe a bit of video, and if you're ever in Dartmoor, then check out Garden Cottage at Venn Farm. It's a nice little location, especially just for a couple of you. We've been here a couple of days. Yesterday we was out on Dartmoor, just driving round, My wife was really happy because the first day on the moors we found the Highland Cow and managed to get 1 or 2 images of a few Highland cows, and spent a little bit of time with them on the moors, which was quite nice. This morning we've been down to Duerstone, had a walk along the river there at Duerstone, come back through Princetown, stopped off in the I think it's called the Old Police Station Cafe. Stopped off there for something to eat and drink, and then continued on the same road up past Dartmoor Prison, and now just on the track to Foggintor Quarry, where I'm hoping to get sunset at the quarry. I've seen 1 or 2 videos, never been before, so we'll see what we can find. Hopefully might get a bit of colour and 1 or 2 images out of it. Well, we made our way from where the car was parked along the track up to the quarry, and just as my luck generally goes, there's actually a group of Marines that are doing some I don't know, some drills or some sort of exercise there inside the quarry, and they'd asked if I wouldn't do any photography or filming of the guys specifically, so I don't want to intrude on them, and it's probably best I don't. So we've come outside of the quarry now, hoping that we might get sunset with the old ruins here in the quarry. That's one possibility, but I'm going to have a wander around now, see what else is around, and see if I can find at least a composition for the sunset that we do have. And potentially I might have to return to the quarry to have a look inside. They're inside, the Marines doing some drills using the water in there, some sort of water crossing, so we're going to keep out their way and see what we can find in the meantime. Well, I've managed to find a little bit of a composition just outside of the quarry by the old ruins here. The sun is setting, shooting directly into the sun, but I'm using f/16 to try and get a bit of a sun star as it dips below the horizon there. At the moment this is ISO 100 f/16 for about 1.3 seconds. We'll just see what that comes out like. But yeah, unfortunately we never actually made it into the quarry because the Marines were doing some sort of exercise in getting themselves out of cold water and that kind of thing, and across the water from one side of the quarry to the other. So again, we was asked not to go in there and film, so yeah, we had a bit of a wander around, and as you can see now, the sun is setting behind me. I'm not sure whether it's picking it up on there, but it's starting to get a bit of a colour going, and a little bit limited on compositions at the moment because of the Marines and that being here. But yeah, I don't think that you'd have got a sunset shot inside the quarry anyway. But yeah, and that wind's blowing, it's bleeding fresh. Well, I think that's it for this evening. Sun set, and as the sun was setting, the sky above was quite clear really, so there was nothing really to catch. As you can see, there's still a little bit of colour on the horizon, but nothing but blue sky above, so I don't think there's going to be any afterglow or anything like that. So probably going to make our way now back to the car, back to the cottage. May come back to this location this week while we're here, just for a nose inside the quarry, but hopefully there'll be 1 or 2 more vlogs from Dartmoor. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the very brief vlog. If you did, consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers then.